From the campus of the University of Alabama, live sports. From Alabama's sports team, this is WVUA Sports.
Good evening, everybody. Tider Insider TV coming up at 6:30. We'll look back at the long career of Mal Moore and talk about the legacy that he leaves behind. Well, the Crimson Tide football team returned to the practice field on Monday after 9 days off for spring break. And apparently, some of the guys were not ready for a full pads workout.
Some of the guys not really being used to coming off a week off of practice. Probably some of them expecting that we was going to be in shells or like start over, like we starting off slow and going strong. But yeah, like I said, I've been in it and some of the guys already been in it, so maybe should have did a better job letting them know that it was going to be like a day 4 practice, like a Friday practice. But we just got to make sure the guys come in tomorrow, like I said, and get better in the film room and know Wednesday that we can't have any more practice like that.
I believe it was Austin Shepard. He was expecting shells today, and I told him right away, no, just expect full gear. That's just how Coach is. Which, I mean, I really don't care. Shells is basically the same thing for me.
Baseball and softball going on tonight at the University of Alabama over at Sewell Thomas Stadium. The baseball team's taking on Southeastern Louisiana. No score in the top of the second. Meanwhile, softball taking on Jacksonville State. That one goes to the bottom of the first, no score. Highlights from both game and post-game reaction tonight at 10. Plus, we will have the softball game for you in its entirety tonight, tape delayed at 10:35 following the news at 10 o'clock. Well, as expected, after acquiring Matt Flynn from the Seahawks, the Raiders have traded quarterback Carson Palmer to Arizona. In return, the Raiders are getting a conditional 2014 draft pick and swapped one of their 6th-round picks this year for Oakland's 7th-round selection. Palmer, who agreed to rework his contract with the Cardinals, is expected to move into the starting quarterback role for Arizona under new head coach Bruce Arians. Alabama's Trevor Relaford is one of 21 college basketball players named to the Lefty Driesell Defensive All-American team. The junior guard from Kansas City is the first Crimson Tide player to earn the recognition in the 4 years that the team has been named. The nation's top overall defensive player will be announced Friday in Atlanta, site of the Final Four. Well, doctors aren't expected to give the go-ahead until tomorrow for University of Louisville basketball player Kevin Ware to travel with his teammates to Atlanta so he can cheer them on when they take part in the NCAA Tournament Final Four this weekend. Ware suffered compound fractures in his lower right leg during Sunday's regional final victory over Duke. He was released from the hospital today and returned to the team's practice facility on the Louisville campus. And good luck to the young man. It was a horrific injury, but doctors say he will be able to play again. Well, Dunk City is moving to Los Angeles. Southern California has hired Andy Enfield as the men's basketball coach after he took high-flying Florida Gulf Coast to the round of 16 in the NCAA tournament. Athletics director Pat Hayden says Enfield's success at Gulf Coast wasn't a flash in the pan and that his up-tempo style and stingy defense will be fun for both the Trojans players and fans. Enfield was 41-28 in his 2 seasons at the school. He led the Eagles to a school record 26 wins this season, including upsets of number 2 seed Georgetown and number 7 seed San Diego State in the NCAA tournament. Well, it's Tubby time at Texas Tech. The school introduced Tubby Smith on Tuesday, and he says he'll fit in just fine in West Texas, where cowboy hats and cowboy boots are more prominent than other places he's coached. He says he's already got a pair of boots, but he didn't have them with him. Smith was fired by Minnesota last week after 6 seasons and landed his new job Monday. He takes over a program that hasn't had a winning conference record since 2006-2007 and one that went 19-43 the past 2 seasons. Won the Bigs last night. The Braves opened their new season at home against the Phillies. Chipper Jones throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Just doesn't seem right, him not in the Braves uniform, the entire uniform. Atlanta showing off that new powerful lineup, and it didn't take long. Bottom 1, Freddie Freeman with a man on. Off Cole Hamels, gone. 2-0 Atlanta. Then in the second, Dan Ugla, who had an ugly season last year, looking to bounce back. And that's a good start. He homers there to make it 3-0. The Phillies would make it a 4-3 game, but at the bottom of the 5th, new Brave Justin Upton. This is a bomb to left center. That made it 5-3. The Braves go on to win it 7-5. Teams take the day off today. They play again on Wednesday. And that is a look at sports. Again, we're coming up with a special Tider Insider to honor Mal Moore right after the news. I'll see you then. The news at 6 is coming back right after this.